Last night, as Jerry and Esther sat at a restaurant, they were very glad to be there, and they'd rushed to make their reservation time, and they sort of slipped into their seat and were just in the process of relaxing into the comfort of their space. And their server was late coming to work, so someone else took their drink order. And then a woman came to their table, obviously the one who had been assigned to them, and she was sort of abrupt, and Jerry and Esther did not really notice it because they were involved in conversation about some fixtures they are choosing for a bathroom in Texas. And Esther had the book spread out across the table, and then the woman came back with their salads, and she was really upset that Esther's book was in the way. And she said, "Excuse me," as if, "What do you think you're doing, looking at a book in a restaurant?" And Esther said, "Just set it over there." So the games began. Who's really in charge of this table? And then the woman walked away, and Esther had a knot in her stomach. And Esther said, "Remember yesterday when we were talking to Sabrina? And she said that she knew someone who was grouchy, a bank teller or someone. And she just envisioned them joyful, sparkling, different. And for her, he became that." Esther said, "We used to play this game a lot. Let's play it again." So Esther said, "Let's talk about our server, who is clearly a very responsible woman, who wants very much to do a good job, who undoubtedly has a very broad life beyond this, who must be very good at what she does to even be here. She's in the process right now of settling into her day, as we all must do, and she's in that transitioning stage. And so here she is, beginning to remember why she's here in this restaurant, interacting with us. She's really a beautiful girl. She obviously cares very much about herself. It's important to her how she relates to others. I bet she has a beautiful smile. Her eyes are magnificent. I think we'll have a very good time here tonight." And when she came to the table next to pick up the salad plates, she dropped Esther's fork, and they all laughed. And then they had fun, they had conversation, the trauma was over. You have, in every moment of your life, no matter who you are interacting with, the ability to activate the best in them. And when you do, your life will be good. Or you have the ability to observe them wherever you might have bumped into them, let them activate that in you, and then you don't have a very good time and you blame them, and then you feel powerless because the world stinks. Everywhere you go, there's someone troubling. And we say, you get to choose. You get to choose what you activate in everyone, and you will be amazed at the personalities that they have just ready to show you. They are brilliant, they are loving, they are adoring, they are good, they are reliable, they are helpful, they are loving, and they want to play with you. But sometimes that's not where they're vibrating. And it really is your job, if they're in your world, to do something about that. Now you say, well, it's not my job to vibrate for them. And we say, no, it certainly isn't. But it is your job to maintain your vibration. That's how these horses get all out of balance. You don't do it on purpose. You don't set out. You don't begin your day by saying, I have a goal and I'm going to make sure it doesn't happen. You never set your day by saying, I've taken step one, I've asked. The universe in all of its force and glory is understanding and answering that step two, and I refuse to let it in. You don't say that. You mean to be the allower of the well-being that is yours.